Alright, this is Tunic. This is a game I've been aware of for a long time. Sometime in the last 2.5 years, it was put on the PlayStation monthly games for free with PlayStation Online, and at some point I claimed it. And so I'd had it on my wish list since I spotted it. And then I claimed it when it dropped to free. I don't remember when that was, and it's been waiting in my claimed games since then. And I decided now's the right time to play it. I do have plans for what I'm going to be playing after this already. Bit grim to say, but yeah, if I end up not liking this, I immediately know what game I'm going to be playing next anyway. It's not Bloodborne. It's something else I think I'm excited for. Unfortunately, that game, a slight problem with is I do have... There's 4 chapters, and I already know I have spoilers for the first 2. And very vague spoilers for chapters 3 and 4. From that alone, you can probably guess what the game is. But I'm excited for it. But I'm also excited for this, because Outer Wilds is my favourite game of all time, and if you go on the Outer Wilds subreddit, a very common post is, hey, Outer Wilds is the best game ever made, but it's the only game quite like it. Is there anything else quite similar to it, which will fill the Outer Wilds shaped hole in my heart? And one of the most often common responses is Tunic. I had actually previously gone ahead, one of the other common responses is Pacific Drive. We played that, and I really liked that. My problem was just that the game kind of went on, it got kind of bloated. It lost what made it fun after like 20 hours. But this, from what I hear, is definitely not the same as Outer Wilds. Do not expect it. It's a similar sense of discovery, I think, but obviously it's a very different game. This is like a combat system or something. I don't think this is very long. This is a weird options screen. I mean, just looking at this UI, this looks like a fucking 90s game or something. I don't want to look at controls because spoilers. What's all of this? If all this does is turn on a timer, then I want that on, but it doesn't say what it does. Oh right, it puts on a timer. Okay, cool. Cool, so we'll have a speedrun timer going. Oh boy. I do play Celeste with a speedrun timer, don't I, so... Always cool to see that. I am not speedrunning the game. Let's just go. Oh, yeah, I know you're Fox, I think. So the tagline of the game is "Be brave, little fox." Whoa, this already feels weird. It did mention motion blur. I might turn that off. I think I hate motion blur. Let's see how it goes first. Oh, alright, we're here. Alright. Come on, we're suboptimal on time already. Oh? Should I have looked at the controls? Alright, let's look at the controls real quick. I don't know what it is, there's something about the visuals that my eyes don't agree with. Don't have a weapon. This isn't a Souls-like, is it? Stick. Oh, okay, so it is kinda like a Souls-like. That's kinda how it works, I think. Or even pauses during loading screens for you. That's nice. Did I say that I don't know what it is, but some of the game's graphics don't agree with me? It's not hurting my eyes, but I know it just feels off. Oh great, everything's back. Do I want to do that again? Sealed forever. Okay. Well, where else can I even go? The language is set to English, so that's a deliberate choice, okay. Jeez. Do I need to, like, actually keep track of these symbols? I'm gonna screenshot it. There's gonna be fucking chance of Sonar. Alright, we have a sprint. Need something to burn down the bushes. I'll be honest, so far the combat feels like fucking arse. It does not feel good. There was no input cancelling, which is immediately just an oh. I don't like the enemies. I do not like the combat. They really have input queuing. Okay, this... Oh my god, that feels awful. So they have input queuing for attacks, but we don't have input cancelling. That feels awful. That's a bold fucking decision, because it feels like crap. So what I mean is, here, if I triple press square here, if I press it like 3 times, I'm going to do 3 attacks. Even if I press it 3 times and then I start mashing X, I don't do a dash. Until after those attacks are over. And that makes combat extremely unresponsive. It's already struggling with unresponsiveness due to his camera angle and general just lack of impact. Trying to get more used to it. I hate it. It does not feel good in the slightest. It feels awful. Just trying to get used to it, like, I actually cannot stress how awful this combat feels. Like, having... It's such a bizarre combination. I don't think even Dark Souls does this. Not even Dark Souls has fucking input queuing without input cancelling. It's just not good. It doesn't feel right. I don't feel like I'm in control. Makes your game completely unresponsive. It feels so shit when I'm mashing the attack button, or I'm mashing dodge, and then I'm just not dodging. That feels so awful. I got a trophy for that. Oh my god, I'm like the lock on also is a bit shit. Okay, one more try. One more go. This is really putting me off immediately. On top of all of that, there's also like recovery frames or like some kind of cooldown where you can't dash after your attack animation as well. So like it has input queuing for attacks, but it doesn't have input queuing for dodge. This is the strangest approach to a combat system I think I've ever seen in a video game. You have input queuing for attacks, but not for dodges. You have Souls-like combat with fucking stamina bar. You don't have input cancelling. It's a bold decision, but I think there's a reason why. It's not a decision you see made often, because it is not a good one. Okay. This combat would take an extreme amount of getting used to feel good. Oh my god. Honestly, I might actually just quit right here. I didn't pay any money for this game, so I feel no obligation to complete it. This already feels like arse. I have some degree of intrigue, but the combat feels like total arse. A limited use item, which I don't know what it even does. I'll give the game a chance, but I'm already feeling like I should just quit. Fortunately, I have not installed that other game. In fact, let me go get that other game. Because I didn't actually buy it yet. Okay, DELTA autocorrect. Thank you. Take it off the wish list. Buy it. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it and start downloading it right now. Oh wow. The PS5 version is more compressed than the PS4. Is that usually the case? God damn. That's a really small game. Terraria is also like really small, I think. There's a bunch of games which take up like 0 data. Yeah, I'm gonna get that started. It's just a really bold decision. They've done literally everything they could have to make combat feel as bad as they possibly could. Input queuing, but only for attacks. No input cancelling. Combined with Souls-like combat. Extremely bold decision. But not bold as in Outer Wilds bold. Bold as in fucking stupid bold. Oh, it was just a single-use heal. Okay. See, against this specific enemy, it almost feels okay. But every single time I'm pressing the dash button here and it's not responding, a little piece of me dies inside. It feels like the problem Hollow Knight had, but like a million times worse. With Hollow Knight, I'm fairly sure it was not even intended. I'm pretty sure it's just a glitch, which they just never really ironed out. Here, this is intentional design. So I'm already not happy about this. I'm gonna give the game like another half hour. If it does not show me anything interesting in the next half hour, I'm out, and I'm just gonna move on to the other game. This game has already really put me off. The sword. Jolly good. Also, even the sprint there feels like crap, because for some reason it has a really big turn radius. See, even the sprint kind of just feels like crap to control. Honestly, some quite freaky fucking spider designs. That was unpleasant. I was not a fan of that. It really worries me that this game seems to have such a big emphasis on combat when the combat is not good. Just looking around for anything I missed. And that's the other problem, which kind of came up a little bit earlier, is that the game doesn't seem to deal with elevation or some of these objects getting away at all. Well, either. Let's go somewhere else. I'm sick of this area. You should be able to do a lot more at the start now. Yeah, this game has already worn my patience pretty thin. Oh my god, I have to go all the way around to get back up. Okay. Please don't tell me those are souls. So, I've said before, I do not like the Souls progression system. So I've never actually, of course, like played an actual Dark Souls game. I've only ever played Souls rip-offs. I do not have a positive view of the Souls games, from my perspective. But again, I haven't actually played them myself, so I can't really say with conviction. But to me, I just don't get how... To me, it just seems preposterous that a single game can get an entire genre named after itself. To me, like, every Souls game seems to be exactly the fucking same thing. So to me, it seems less like a genre, and more like just printing the same game over and over again with a different skin. I've not played it. I've played Elden Ring, I played a little bit of Dark Souls 3. I played a little bit of Elden Ring, a little bit of Dark Souls 3, a couple hours of a fucking Code Vein, and a couple others. Of course, I've played plenty of games which are influenced by Souls-likes. How do I get out again? It was up here. Yeah, with that boss battle right there, there was one moment where for some reason my character did a lunge. And they just got stuck on the stairs or something, and it almost got me killed. I would be screaming. If I died there, I would have quit the game immediately. That would have been it, just over. This feels like a Roblox game. Alright, there's nothing more to see. Let's go back to the start. Okay, so immediately we can go across here, but there's loads of other stuff as well. Okay. We have a map. Is this the whole game? Just this? I don't have my shield yet, do I? I don't think I have a shield yet. I'm just gonna unbind his items. If it will even let me, I don't think it... Man, I can't even unbind them. Okay, that's just there now. Can't get rid of it. My controller keeps vibrating like really intensely. I don't get what's going on. I think it's cutting down on bushes. Something else which also makes your input queuing even worse is it also doesn't do input queuing past your existing combo. So that's if you're gonna have input queuing, at least make it fucking consistent. But no, dodges don't get input queued, and also the second combo doesn't get input queued. Without exaggeration, this is one of the worst combat systems ever seen in the game. No, why the fuck they did this? As of right now, I'm still very much on the fence as to if I want to continue this after the next 5 minutes. I did say I'd go for an hour. Yeah, I think I'm done. Oh. Okay. I suppose that does seem logical, but I'm quite clocked out from the first time I died, yeah. Yeah, I'm done. No, okay. Um, When I was saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna play Deltarune next, I was not realizing it was subtle foreshadowing. Okay, the music was not bad, but it's the kind of music where, like, I can get the very same kind of music in way better games. There's a lot of games with this kind of style of music. Often puzzle games, indie puzzle games, very nice. Something which this reminded me of was was it the Gardens Between, the Places Between, something like that. That soundtrack felt kind of similar. There's plenty of games with similar graphic styles and soundtracks to this. The gameplay is awful. Moving around, it doesn't feel good because the perspective is weird and the terrain is weird, so even just fucking navigating doesn't feel great. The turn radius on a sprint doesn't fucking feel good. I mean, that's the same problem as Darksiders 2, where you have to dodge twice, and then if you dodge the third time, then it's inefficient for your traversal. Difference is Darksiders 2 fucking nails everything else. the the discoveries we made there in the first hour weren't awful. We got a sword. That was it. The combat is just awful. Awful, awful. Input queuing, which is inconsistent, no input cancelling. They systematically did everything they possibly could to make combat in this game feel like shit. Which is impressive. It really is. I was not expecting it to feel so arse. I knew there was going to be combat in this game. I did not expect it to be the focus, and I did not expect it to be so fucking bad for it to be the focus. If you're gonna have your game focus on combat, make sure the combat is good. Don't make sure the combat is bad. That's a really quick way to make me fucking hate your game. This is bad. This combat is fucking awful. It's the Souls-like combat, which I already don't really like, made even worse. It might be the single worst gameplay of any game I've ever played. To be honest, it's awful. Story-wise, I can't tell if there's anything. There's not really. The only reason to proceed is just for the curiosity of, oh, what's behind the big door. I don't know if there's a story. There's not really been much hinted at so far. So I don't have that much draw to proceed. I do feel a bit of a draw to proceed, but not a lot. Not on a narrative basis, more so just on a, what's to the left of the world. If it's gonna be fucking painful, then why bother? Yeah, brilliant. Fuck. I was slightly excited for this game. I was cautiously excited. A lot of Outer Wilds fans recommend it, but yeah, no, this is awful. I might come back to this. I might. I probably won't. This felt like crap. Okay, cool.